Why do we do it backwards?
Well,
Amen to that.
that is a legitimate question that I asked when I first joined this committee many years ago. It has been the process of the committee, and I would ask that we stick with it today, but I will have a conversation with any members who wish on whether we should change the process. Frankly, it has worked very well in the past to proceed to the votes, then do, well, everybody is here, and then proceed to consider each bill in turn. And occasionally someone does switch a vote. It doesn't happen very often, but occasionally they do.
Well, my point is that I think it's something we ought to talk about, because if we vote first and then Senator Van Hollen gets his amendment adopted, I'm not saying he will or won't, then he has to change his vote. And when you change your vote, you're going to look like a big weenie.
Yeah.
And it would make better sense, it would seem to me, to just take it like we do a normal bill. But that's just one person's opinion, which obviously the chairman doesn't agree with.
All I'm doing is following the process that has been in place forever. So and has served this committee well in terms of getting bills approved and without taking away anybody's rights. So with that, I would note that we do have a quorum present. I'm sorry, Senator Britt.
Yes, I just want to, look, I really appreciate this process. I appreciate all of the hard work that's put in. Just respectfully, I would say, and while by different means, the moving of headquarters from one state to the other, from one administration to the other, that precedent has been set, and it was set by the Biden administration. This is very different, and I understand that with regards to moving from Maryland to D.C., but literally, Alabama competed and won fair and square under President Trump's administration. And then under President Biden, even though his Secretary of the Air Force said Space Command should be in Alabama, he chose to move it to Colorado, from a red state to a blue state. We could talk about this for days, but I think it's disingenuous to say that these things haven't happened.
So we now are going to proceed to the vote to report the Commerce, Justice, Science, and Related Agencies Bill, subject to amendments.